Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We're so glad to see all of you here on this beautiful, beautiful day. And I just want to tell you what we have just done is what we call a welcome or a greeting song. And I always tell people that not too many years ago it was traditional when one tribe of Native people would go to visit another tribe of Native people. Before they entered the village, they would always sing a song, a greeting song or a welcome song. And I always say that is a great way to say hello to somebody. And I tell people too, when they go to see their friends and you knock on the outside of the door and your friend comes to open up the door, sing them a song. And I guarantee you're going to see a smile on their face that says, oh, it is so great to see you. Well, we are really, really happy to see all of you here today for our harvest celebration. But before we start, what I'd like to do is to introduce you to all of the members of our group, because we come from different parts of the country and we have different tribes, and we also have Native American names. And I want to tell you those names because those names are very important to us. Because as you know, your name is what helps to identify who you are. So these names help to identify who we are. They also help us to keep in contact with our traditions and our heritage. And I want to start way down on my left-hand side by introducing you to a young lady. She's from 3 tribes. She's from the Santo Domingo Tewa Pueblo people in New Mexico, from the Apache people in Arizona, and the Chickahominy people from Virginia. This is Matoka Little Eagle down there at the end. Next to her is a young lady from 2 tribes. She's from the Cherokee tribe from North Carolina and the Taino tribe, and they come from a small group of islands down in the Caribbean. And her name is Marie Conchwoman. Next, a young lady all the way from Central America, from Belize, from the Mayan group of Native American people. This is Kitty Hoopwoman, right, okay. Another young lady from the Mayan group of Native American people. This is Tailfeather. Next, another young lady from the Mayan group of Native American people, and this is Jaguar Woman, yes. Next, a young man all the way from Oklahoma, from the Kiowa tribe. This is Corn Eater. Next, young man also from the Mayan group of Native American people. This is Eagle Hawk. Another member of our group from Oklahoma from the Choctaw tribe. This is Dancing Wolf. Also from the Mayan group of Native American people, this is Eagle Feather. And then last but not least, a young man who is descended from a group of Native American people who used to live right across the river in New Jersey many years ago. They have since moved from New Jersey, now live in the state of Oklahoma. Today they're called the Delaware, but he is descended from the original Lenape tribe of New Jersey. This is Shooting Star. And myself, I also have 2 Native American names because my father's from the Hopi tribe from Arizona, so I have a Hopi name, and my mother's from the Winnebago tribe from Nebraska, so I have a Winnebago name. My Hopi name is Cloud Standing Straight in the Sky, and my Winnebago name is Green Rainbow. That's who I am. All right. Thank you very much. We'd like to start by doing a dance for you now that comes from a group of Native American people who live right here in New York State where we live. They're called the Haudenosaunee, people of the Longhouse of the Iroquois. And this first dance we'd like to do for you is a dance that they do to celebrate the coming of spring. We're going to be going into the winter season very shortly. And in this part of the country, you usually have very long, cold winters. And when the springtime comes, it's a wonderful time of the year. The weather gets warmer, the trees start to get their leaves back, the flowers blossom. It's a beautiful time of the year. And because the people are so happy that winter is over and springtime is coming, they do this dance to celebrate the coming of spring. They call it the Robin Dance. And the reason they call it the Robin Dance, because a robin is one of the very first birds that you see after the long, cold winter. And when you see the robin, you know that spring is coming soon. And so in their dance, they have some very quick hop-like steps, which is an imitation of the robin as it hops along the ground. Robin Dance of the Iroquois. Yahweh, 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 Thank you, thank you. Our next dance comes from the Iroquois also. And this is a dance that's really two dances. The first part is going to be done by the men, which is called striking the stick or wasaze. And the second part they're going to be joined by the women in doing what's called the smoke dance. Now, wasaze, or war dance, is what it really is striking a stick. And what that means is, many years ago, the warriors would gather in the longhouse, and they would come and they'd be in a circle. And there would be a stick that would be down in the center of the circle. And the music would start, the songs would start, and one of the warriors would get up and he'd go over, pick up the stick and strike it on the ground. And everything would stop. And then he would stand up and he would tell everyone what a brave warrior he was and how courageous he was in the battle. And then they start dancing again. And then another warrior would come over. He'd pick up the stick and he would strike it on the ground. And he would tell all the people that he was the bravest one in the battle. And then they start dancing again. And then another warrior would come and he would strike the stick on the ground. And he'd say, no, 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 it was me. I was the one that was the bravest in the battle. Then we're going to see the women come in and join them in doing what's called the smoke dance. Now, many years ago, the Iroquois people used to live in what's called a long house. That's just exactly what it was, a very long building where maybe 5 or 6 families would live together. The long house was made out of bark. It had a bark roof, bark walls, and a dirt floor. Now, in the wintertime, when it got very cold outside, in order to keep warm inside of the long house, they would have to build a fire. But in order to build a fire inside of the house, they had to have a hole in the ceiling for the smoke to go out. Now, on certain days during the winter time, there wasn't enough wind or draft that came in the doorways to carry the smoke out the smoke hole. So what the people would do is they would get together, get very close to the fires, and they would dance. And as they moved their feet and they moved their bodies, this would help to make enough wind or draft to carry the smoke out the smoke hole. So they call that dance the smoke dance. So first we're going to see the men with wasaze, or striking the stick, and then the women are going to join them in doing the smoke dance. Don't you do it, don't you do it, don't you do it. Don't you do it, stay over here, stay over here. Oh,